People used to tell Sola that she smiled a lot. At least, that's what she remembered. But somewhere between the endless responsibilities, the bills, the deadlines, and the quiet disappointments, her smile just faded away. It was like a song slowly getting softer at the end of a movie. She still laughed when others laughed. She still said, "I'm fine," whenever someone asked. She still showed up every single day. But real smiles, those became rare treasures. One morning, rushing late to work, Sola squeezed onto a crowded bus. Everyone looked tired. Heads were down, faces were serious, and phones glowed with blue light. The entire bus felt heavy, like it was carrying the weight of the whole city. At the next stop, a little boy got on with his mother. He couldn't have been more than 5 years old. He looked around the bus with wide eyes, like he had just walked into a theme park. Then, his eyes landed on Sola, and he smiled. It wasn't a polite smile or a forced one. It was a full, bright, toothy, "I'm so happy to be alive" smile. Sola blinked, taken by surprise. Instinctively, she smiled back. The boy giggled and hid behind his mother's leg. That tiny moment lasted maybe 2 seconds. But something strange happened. Sola felt lighter. At work, she found herself smiling at the security guard. He smiled back and wished her a good day. She smiled at a colleague in the elevator, and they started a small conversation that made the ride feel shorter. She smiled at the food vendor during lunch, and he added an extra piece of meat to her plate, saying, "For your smile." By the end of the day, Sola realized something powerful. Nothing in her life had actually changed. Her job was still the same. Her problems were still there. Her responsibilities hadn't gone away. But her day felt completely different. All because of one smile from a small boy on a crowded bus. That night, she stood in front of her mirror and smiled at herself. At first, it felt awkward. But then, it felt real. And she remembered something she had forgotten for years. Smiles don't always come because life is good. Sometimes, life feels good because you choose to smile. From that day on, Sola made a quiet promise to herself to give at least one real smile every day. Not because her life was perfect, but because someone, somewhere, might need it just as much as she did that morning. Because smiles are strange like that. They cost nothing. They take only seconds. But they can travel farther than we'll ever know. So today, try it. Share a smile. You never know whose world you might change. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to spread a little kindness.